I've been asked to answer some fan questions, so here we go. Is Diego actually Voss from Far Cry 3? What an absurd idea. Comparing the future El Presidente of Yara to a petty criminal. That man looks straight out of a failed boy band. Diego, on the other hand, has grace and class and strength and intelligence. Everything you need. All the makings of a villain to be. You'll see. Can we play as El Presidente? What, are you asking for the world? I am El Presidente. I am the ruling dictator, and no, you cannot. Who do you think you are? Is Diego evil? Here we go again. Everyone is just so sensitive. I mean, what's your definition of evil? I mean, something that's perceived as evil is actually better for the people and needs to be done to maintain order. Did Diego really drop the grenade at the end? Well, it wouldn't be very suspenseful if I told you, would it? I'll say this, one of us did. Can we pet Chorizo in Far Cry 6? You certainly can, but Chorizo has an edge, so watch out you don't lose your fingers. Can we beat an entire army with shovels? No. Why do you even ask me that question? No, you can't beat an entire army with shovels unless you have a great tactician as your commander-in-chief. But you should try it. You never know. It might work. Here's a popular fan theory. Diego and Anton aren't biologically connected because Anton had Diego's mother killed. Diego is actually Dani Rojas' son. Her goal is to kill El Presidente and take her son Diego back. Dani is too young to have had a child the age of Diego. So I don't think this is a possibility. And for you to even bring up the idea and plant a seed that Diego is not Anton's son is disgusting. I can't fathom where that came from, but it's not true.
I fought all types of fighters in my time, but who knows what other crazy strong guys are still out there. Now to get stronger than ever before. I've had enough. Now I'm mad, Frieza! I'm not gonna lie, it's tense times like these that really get me pumped. For a Kamehameha! But what I do know is that I'd like to avoid fighting if I can, and just let him go. Later, you guys, I hope you're reborn as someone good this time. I can't wait to find out!
Command hasn't informed the settlement yet. They'd panic, and there's nothing they can do. And we hear a storm is coming.
We back in the field.
Give me a sec!
Switch sides! Swarm inbound!
Take that! Bags!
Let's go! Go overtime and I won't break when it's crunch time. This is our moment. This is our time. Time is now. It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise. Yeah. Coming for glory. We ready for war. The city's behind us. We giving you more. We ready whenever. The world is watching. The time is now. No other option. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. Time is now. Time to rise. It's time to rise.
In Rainbow Billy, you're on a quest to stop the evil Leviathan and bring back color to the world of imagination. Today, we thought we'd give you a sneak peek at this world you'll be exploring, saving, and recoloring all throughout your adventure. Your first stop will be Dinoland, a prehistoric peninsula populated by bright red beasts with fiery tempers. Speaking of fiery, there's also a fearsome dragon slumbering in the heart of an active volcano. He only allows those who overcome trials of strength to enter his domain, so better show what you're made of, or he'll make you cry uncle. Fright Frost Mountain, on the other hand, is a towering, icy peak filled with creatures who are both looking and feeling pretty blue. With a little luck and empathy, you and your pal Tentacle Joe can help them get over their problems, not to mention over the mountain. What goes up must come down, though, and in Sunken Harbor, things hit rock bottom in more ways than one. There's a haunted, underwater graveyard, a band of musicians consumed by grief, even a gloomy hotel run by a clinically cold sea witch who traps her guests in eternal misery. Last but not least is the Sanctum of Self, a mysterious golden temple where pilgrims undergo rites of self-reflection to overcome crippling crises of faith. We can't share too much about this area just yet, but let's just say you might be jumping at shadows by the time you're done here. That concludes our tour, but don't go thinking you've seen everything just yet. The final release will have a ton more islands to explore, puzzles to solve, creatures to befriend, even bombastic bosses to challenge. So be sure to pick up Rainbow Billy at launch to find out what other secrets this world of imagination might be hiding.
In the western regions of Inazuma lies Watatsumi Island, home to a culture and natural landscape unique in the entire archipelago. According to legend, Orobaxi was Watatsumi Island's guardian deity. Even after being slain, this god's will to protect the island flowed on in the Sangonomiya clan. The current heir to this bloodline is known as the Divine Priestess, Sangonomiya Kokomi.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Her role is to serve as the island's leader, as well as commander of its armed forces. Behind her delicate appearance lies the mind of a brilliant tactician. She is adept in harnessing the power of Hydro to aid her forces in battle. As their commander, she bravely leads her troops into the fray, sweeping away enemies like sand in the tide. Kokomi spent her childhood on Watatsumi Island, Playing among darting fish and rolling waves, she feels at home in the water. When Sangonomiya Kokomi is in your party, she reduces swimming stamina consumption for your own party members, making exploration faster. Kokomi's normal attack performs up to 3 consecutive strikes that take the form of swimming fish, dealing hydro damage. Holding the attack button consumes a set amount of stamina and deals AoE hydro damage after a short casting time. Tap Kokomi's elemental skill to summon a Bakekurage created from water that can heal her allies. This ability applies the wet status to Kokomi. The Bakekurage periodically deals hydro damage to surrounding enemies, while also healing nearby active characters. The healing amount scales with Kokomi's max HP.
Covenants of the Deep!
Kokomi summons the might of Watatsumi, dealing hydro damage to surrounding enemies, and dons her watery ceremonial garment. While enrobed in the ceremonial garment, Kokomi's normal attack, charged attack, and Bakekurage damage are increased. And she regenerates HP for all nearby party members when her normal and charged attacks hit opponents. Kokomi's damage increase and the healing amount both scale with her max HP. Additionally, Kokomi's ceremonial garment increases her resistance to interruption and allows her to walk on the water's surface. After unlocking the talent Tamanoya's Casket, casting Kokomi's Elemental Burst refreshes the duration of her Bakekurage if already on the battlefield. In the pure glow of her water-woven garment, Kokomi draws power from the traditional song of the Divine Priestess. After unlocking the talent Song of Pearls, when enrobed by the ceremonial garment, Kokomi's max HP base damage dealt by her normal and charged attacks is further increased by an amount that scales with her own healing bonus. Kokomi plans meticulously for every battle she faces. Her thorough attention to detail ensures that her forces will emerge victorious. Sangonomiya Kokomi sacrifices Crit Rate to increase her healing bonus. Matched with her talent Song of Pearls, she offers stability in any conflict. In the chaos of battle, victory and defeat can hinge on a single moment. Versed in the art of war, Kokomi knows to stay calm and composed as she develops her winning strategy. The survival of her forces being a key part of her ability to seize the moment of victory. In battle, Kokomi uses the Bakekurage summoned by her elemental skill to recover HP for her teammates, and set up perfect conditions for hydro-elemental reactions, assisting her allies on the offensive. When needed, she personally joins the fray to unleash her elemental burst, strengthening her abilities with the ceremonial garment. Then, with the aid of her teammates and her Bakekurage, she attacks like a tidal wave, overwhelming the enemy and securing victory. Long ago, a god defeated the enemies from the deep and raised the people of Watatsumi from the desolate seabed. Later, another god vanquished their beloved Watatsumi Omikami, leaving the deathly Tataragami in its wake. If you were to liken human history to a great battle, the actions of gods would seem as difficult to predict as the weather, a capricious variable. Faced with such turbulent storms, who knows how long this girl who carries a divine will can protect the people of this island?
Hello, I'm Giancarlo Esposito, and in Far Cry 6, I play one of my most villainous roles yet, the merciless dictator, Anton Castillo. I'll be honest, I don't think it's wise to give my enemies any advice that will aid in their efforts toward my downfall. But since the fine people at Ubisoft insisted, I put together these insider tips to help ensure your victory against Anton and his oppressive regime. Let's begin. First, let's look at urban gameplay, namely your ability to commandeer a tank to fight Anton's army. The thing is, Anton and his army have loaded every tank with explosives as a defense against the rebel guerrillas. If you commandeer one, it will explode and kill you. Chorizo. He and Guapo can be huge assets to you in this game, distracting your enemies and helping you make stealthy attacks. But did you know that they also love staying by your side more than anything? Now, if you utilize these furry companions in battle too often, the odds are they'll grow tired and run away and never to return. So, it's really best not to use them at all. Just let them enjoy your company. Rocket launcher, Fuego backpacks are another weapon of the rebel army. But honestly, aren't rocket launchers a little obvious? If you answered yes, then well done. A smart warrior like you knows better than to utilize such a simple weapon while looking like a foolish child. The catch is that many of these devices are plants from Anton's army. The rocket launchers have been replaced with squirt guns. If you try to use them on Anton, you will be powerless, humiliated, and killed immediately. But if you aim the rocket launchers at your friends and fire, only to shoot water at them, they'll see it as a terrific practical joke, thus strengthening your bond. So the lesson? It's simple. Aim every rocket launcher at your allies. Here's the thing about resolver weapons. That is, weapons that are made from trash. They won't work. Honestly? I mean, you think a gun that shoots CDs is gonna help you defeat an almighty and powerful dictator? A better option would be to hand over your resolver weapons to Anton's army as a peace offering. Now, they might assume your garbage is of value. So when they try to attack you with these bogus weapons, you'll be able to defeat them with just your fists and strength of will. And if you choose any other vehicles for transport through Yara, like paragliding or horseback riding, there's no question it's gonna backfire on you. Just take my word on this. Everything has been overtaken by Anton's army. He's a dictator after all, you know? What can you do? My suggestion is to proceed around on foot without any weapons at all. And with Guapo and Chorizo, the disabled dog, by your side for moral support. You should be victorious.
今夜はついてる。
オープンにはマジックサーキット。ファイト。危ない。誰っての。
熱い戦。
これだ。そこ。
楽しいね。お分かり。
ルアよやればいいでしょ。
ここか。
これ。空飛べ。
まだまだ。
そこ。叩き潰す。シラート。
やりきる。死んだぞ。
余裕。
いつも福井を見て汝を征伐。この地に神の手が土地はなし。程度は分かりました。遅い。
ファイトそこ。危ない。
いいんじゃねえ。
行くわよ。行くわよ。ごめんなさい。行くわよ。
お分かり。
そこ。
ほらよ。
当たれって行くわよ。そこ。スーパー懺悔タイムの始まりよ。制裁、断罪、クロス、仕上げ。行くわよ。止まらない。開始。まだ生きてるの？やだもう。マジックサークル。行くわよ。ファイト。危ない。行くわよ。
切るな。ぬるいね。
シーラート。これで。空飛べ。
ここに切るなよ。
下シーラート。上。下。これ。
そらよ。お分かり。そんな下踊ってな。おすけ。ぬるいね。
下このせやるわよ。やればいいでしょ。つけての。まだまだせ
たま。
下この。
またあります。お分かり。楽しいね。
俺ウーヌス。
どう本気ってやつだ。初めて。
気合い入れる。目覚めろ私。
楽しいね。
スーパー懺悔タイムの始まりよ。制裁、断罪、クロス、仕上げ。
やりきるなよ。勝利ご苦労様だったな。
はい、異端審査終了。
Sunken secrets and forgotten treasure wait beneath the waves. So take a breath as we plunge into the depths and uncover new features, voyages, a boatload of new rewards, and much more in Sea of Thieves Season 4. The Sunken Kingdom has awoken, and players can now dive deep to uncover the secrets of 6 unique siren shrines, or claim plunder from treacherous treasuries far below the waves. Each siren shrine poses unique challenges and threats, and also houses plenty of plunder for daring crews who can solve the mysteries that wait within. Pirates who are eager to test their mettle against the sirens and their ocean crawler army should set a course for the nearest siren treasury. These sunken storehouses will pit pirates against an onslaught of undersea enemies, though the spoils of battle make the fight worthwhile. Coral treasures of all kinds will earn rich rewards when handed into the trading companies, who are eager to recover what the sirens have stolen. The riches you uncover in the Sunken Kingdom might draw the eye of other pirates sailing the seas above, so a cautious exit strategy might be your best course. Fortunately, pirates can make use of sunken merfolk statues found in shrines and treasuries to safely store their loot, then meet with the helpful merfolk on the surface to retrieve it. The locations of both the treasuries and shrines have been freshly marked on the ship's map, and crews who seek them out should watch for a telltale shimmer on the surface of the sea. A sure sign that a siren stronghold lies below and is ready to be explored. Pirates should also be on the lookout for new coral-encrusted message bottles. These will grant you new voyages that will send you and your crew deep into the Sunken Kingdom to find a rare and valuable treasure, the breath of the sea. Great rewards await those who return this mysterious substance to any trading company. There are new commendations to complete too, and those with the skill to sniff out all the secrets of the Sunken Kingdom can earn the Sunken Sorrow ship parts, Scar, and weapons. And pirates who manage to put together all the pieces of the Sunken Kingdom's past will also be able to earn the exclusive Coral Curse. Season 4 also brings another 100 levels of remarkable rewards to unlock, which are free to all players. Earn renown throughout the season, and you'll be able to have it all, including the Siren's Wrath ship parts and the Wicked Web clothing set. Pirate Legends can also get their hands on the Cursed Adventurer Cutlass and Wanda's Spyglass too. And there's new emissary rewards to strive for, so fly the flag for your chosen trading company and earn these superb ship parts. And with Season 4 comes a brand new Plunder Pass, available as an optional purchase, where you can earn 11 all-new additions that even the Pirate Emporium vendors have yet to lay their hands on. This includes your first glimpse of the larcenous Jackal Looter, courtesy of a masked costume for your pirate, as well as the matching Jackal Looter weapons. And there's even choice cuts from the Jackal Looter ship set, an autumnal-themed tribute to the pilfering pumpkin-headed trickster. There's also the vulnerable weapon pose emotes, which are perfect for pirates in combat who would much rather be anywhere else. And over in the Pirate Emporium, there's new cosmetics that pack a serious bite. With the crocodile-themed ensemble of the Golden Nile costume, no one can call you anything other than a snappy dresser. The new victorious weapon poses are the perfect way to showcase the vibrant colours of the Golden Nile weapon set. And get ready to set sail in full reptilian regalia with the Golden Nile ship set. Raise anchor and prepare to glide across the water like the pirate predator you were born to be. And for pirates who love a practical joke, there's plenty to bring a smile to your face in the Absolute Joker remote bundle. And you can even grab the drama emote for free. How about that? So prepare to adventure below the waves, uncover fantastic new rewards, and reveal the mysteries of the Sunken Kingdom in Sea of Thieves Season 4.
What we have here is your standard Rebel flamethrower, one of their most state-of-the-art weapons. Let's see how these ingrates choose to build their artillery. Where do I start? Wow. Here we have what appears to be a gas pump handle. Very shrewd. This hose seems to connect to an engine perhaps removed from a leaf blower or some other threatening piece of machinery. This front canister has a flame pipe. That's an excellent piece of equipment if you're looking for a battle with an unfinished creme brulee. You have to respect the craftiness that can be brought about by pure desperation. And all of these other trinkets seem to have been scrapped from a dingy junkyard. This is how they choose to rebel against dictator Anton Castillo? I thought it could at least be a fair fight. As you can see, they don't stand a chance.
どんなお薬がお好みですか？姉さん、行きます。オープンユアマジックサーチ。よっ、行きます。お気をつけて。危ない、あちらです。なります。で、どこです。下です。お待ちください。おかわり。お気をつけて行きます。ただいま。まだまだです。いや、卵返しで。はい、ご案内します。まだまだです。お待ちください。お掃除。あ、苦手な。さすがに。私があなたのお戯れを。よいしょ。まだ派手に楽しいしますよ。こちらです。くるっと。さすがに私を取りました。苦手な。行きますよ。やっちゃうぞ。行きます。すみます。そちらです。大放出です。お静かに。おめよ。申し訳ありません。あ、よいしょ。父様。ほうきさばきには自信があるんです。ダークはマジックサーチ。おっと。行きます。ブラウンハイダー。お食べください。ただいま。フライハイダー。とっておきです。ハートに楽しみしますよ。謎の美女登場。快楽王子琥珀客。さささ頑張って。私をお静かに。そこ。いけません。腕まそこまでです。残念だけど。ご案内します。行きます。容赦のない仕打ち。ごゆっくりお休みください。マジックサーチ。バイク。そこ。行きます。何のおいらがすみます。再開。ご案内します。行きます。大放出です。待ってます。よいしょ。ただいま。派手に楽しくいきますよ。よいしょ。やられました。まだまだです。頑張りました。置いたよし。おかわりです。どうぞ。さすがに私をこちらですね。こっちで。さすがに行きますよ。ぬか漬けですよ。逃がしませんよ。さすがに失礼。はい。遅いです。いけません。ダウター。次はどうぞ。アポを取ってからお願いしますね。
I'm Evan Pettywisket-Tildrum, King of Ding Dong Dell. I want you all to join me on this journey. The road ahead may be a long one, but at the end of it, there is hope. So please, make this promise for the future of our world.
The sea is teeming with creatures, all fighting to survive. When a mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter. Yet many will still be devoured. But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount their resistance. Thrust and rebuild! Our ancestors once dwelt in the dark ocean depths. How must they have felt when they first gazed upon the starry sky? Thinking of that moment makes me cherish the precious light I see now. Billowing surf! Fish gather to overcome larger foes. Watatsumi must unite to survive. And I must lead them to new open waters. For that is my duty as Divine Priestess.
Greetings, Operative. Welcome to Lemniscate, a revolutionary turn-based strategy first-person shooter set inside a time loop. In Lemniscate, you will compete in 1v1 and 2v2 online matches to save humankind from extinction. When starting a match of Lemniscate, there will be no one in sight. It's up to the players to populate the battlefield with their operatives, one round at a time. There are 7 operatives to choose from, each equipped with a unique weapon and special ability. Choose wisely, as each operative is only allowed to be played once per match, and their deployment order is a crucial element to any successful strategy. After selecting an operative, you will have 25 seconds to move around the world, capture objectives, or set traps for future rounds. Everything you did within those 25 seconds will repeat over and over until the end of the match. You and your opponent will take turns layering your operatives into the time loop. As more operatives are added into the match, the complexity of the events unfolding in the game increases, raising the stakes. When entering the loop, operatives can disrupt the timeline and change things that have happened in the past. For example, if one of your operatives is killed in combat, on your next turn, you can eliminate the enemy operative before it happens. This will change the timeline and bring your operative back to life. Everything your operative does will now be restored. In Lemniscate, past, present, and future interact with each other, creating unique 4-dimensional gameplay which you must learn and master. Death is not final in Lemniscate. If you are killed during your live round, you'll enter Ghost Mode and still play your 25-second turn until its end. As a ghost, you can move around the map, fire your weapon, and use abilities. However, you won't deal damage to objectives or enemy operatives. If you save that operative from their death on a future round, all the actions they performed as a ghost will become real and affect the match's outcome. The goal of a match will differ depending on the game mode you are playing. There are 4 available modes in Lemniscate, all with unique objectives. Lemniscate matches are split into 2 halves, where each player gets 5 turns of 25 seconds each. By the final round, there will be 5 of your operatives, and 5 of your opponents sharing the battlefield at the same time. The winner of the match is only decided at the end of the last round, when the timeline can no longer be disrupted. After completing the first and second halves of the match, players are rewarded points for completing objectives, eliminating enemies, and dealing damage. The final score is calculated by combining the 2 scores from each half. Whichever player has accumulated more points by the end of the match is the winner. Information is crucial during a match. In between turns, you'll have access to a reconnaissance drone. It allows you to see the current state of the loop and all the moves made up to that point. In combination with the drone, you can place a strategy marker on the terrain or an operative to keep track of crucial elements in a match. This marker can also be utilized to communicate a plan to teammates in 2v2 matches. Strategy is as important as skill in Lemniscate. In order to win, you must outsmart your opponents by considering the past, present, and future while combining the strengths of your operatives in play. In time loop battles, tactical planning is vital. Use your operatives to anticipate your opponent, create choke points, and lay down traps to reduce their countering options in the future. You might even be able to eliminate threats from a past or future round. Congratulations, Operative. You are now ready to engage in Lemniscate's 4-dimensional combat and experience temporal battles like never before. We wish you luck in your mission to save humankind. And don't forget, disrupt the past, change the future.
Ah, hello. My name is Giancarlo Esposito, and I'm preparing to bring you my most monstrous villain yet, Anton Castillo, in Far Cry 6. While I've confronted some formidable foes in my time, I now face someone entirely new. You. Do you know what you're getting into? Taking on Anton? Fighting on the side of the guerrillas, whose means of overthrowing a powerful dictator include playing with dogs, building weapons from trash, and running rampant through the streets like an untamed circus animal? Anton possesses an exquisite firearm forged from solid gold. You wield a child's backpack. Anton has built a vast arsenal for his loyal army. You disrespect them. You steal their tanks as you scurry from building to building. But still, I'm sure that you'll put up a good fight. Just know that Far Cry is known for its larger-than-life villains. This is a legacy I intend to honor. Before you take up this romantic notion of being a freedom fighter, let me ask you a question. Are you prepared to die for your cause? I was acting. Or was I?
Play it on the all-new Xbox.